Greetings, people, and welcome to Good Evening, Nigeria. There seems to be some legal hurdle in the People's Democratic Party in Abia State following the death of its governorship candidate, Professor Uchenna Ikone. Ikone, who was the former vice chancellor of the Abia State University, died at the early hour of yesterday at the National Hospital in Abuja. Recall that in 2015, similar incident happened in Kogi State when the then governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Prince Audu Ogbe, died at the eve of the 2015 governorship election in Kogi State, shortly after INEC declared that election inconclusive. The then national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Chief John Odige Oyegun, had nominated Yaya Bello to replace the late Audu Ogbe. But not satisfied with the decision of the National Working Committee, the running mate to the late Audu Ogbe, Honorable James Faleke, had gone to court to challenge the emergence of Yaya Bello as the governor of Kogi State. But fortunately for Yaya Bello, the court upheld his election, declaring that Yaya Bello had taken part in the governorship primaries that produced Audu Ogbe as the governorship candidate, and of course Yaya Bello as the first runner-up. But there's one thing you have to know, that the 2011 electoral law that the court relied on in the case of Audu Ogbe and Yaya Bello had been repealed and replaced by the 2022 amended electoral law. So in this case, in Abia State, what does the 2022 amended electoral law state? If you go to section 33, subsection 1 of the 2022 amended law, it states that a political party can only replace its candidates under two circumstances. First is if its candidate dies, like in the case of Professor Uchenna. Second, if the candidate withdraws from the race. Now, as it is right now in Abia State, the People's Democratic Party has a responsibility to nominate another candidate within a period of 14 days to replace the late Professor Uchenna Ikone. But one may have an argument saying that the deputy governor is in a better position to replace the late governorship candidate. But however, the electoral law was also very explicit as to how a running mate can replace a dead governorship candidate. If you also go to section 34, subsection 3A and B of the same Electoral Act 2022 as amended, it states that a running mate can only replace a dead governorship candidate should the candidate die on the day of the election. Had Professor Uchenna died on the day of the election, before or after the election, INEC would have nominated the deputy governorship candidate to complete the process. Okay, we'll stop here and get our fingers crossed